what's one speaker other than the Aris? Other than what else did we talk about? Aris and the Aventone. What is a speaker, Aaron, that people kind of like seem to like, that got a lot of like good reviews, that actually don't measure well?
Oh, dude, what about the Yamaha NS10s?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a speaker that people really like, though, or is it just because like it's what people used for a long time?
Oh,
like what's something that people like say, hey, I like the sound, but like measurements don't look great?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen people say like, well, I like this speaker and the measurements look terrible. And I'm always like, show me the measurements then. Like, so I'll know, because then I can probably help you understand why you didn't like the speaker. And more than likely it's because the measurements that are available aren't enough. And it goes back to what we were talking about with just the on-axis response, you know, and then you really need other things to look at too. So
any that stick out in your mind that are like other reviewers liked it, and then you got the measurements and the direct on axis was like not good?
The Triangle Borea BR03, that's one that I'm like, and it really wasn't terrible. Like that one was weird because the on axis response is within about maybe plus or minus 3 decibels. I mean, it's in that what most people consider a pretty reasonable window, but it's bouncing all over the place. Yeah,
this looks stinky.
Yeah.
You said it's stinky. The Bro 3 is stinky.
Yeah, that's my stinky. Yeah, I think I remember this one being a little bit. Yeah, see, I was just kind of like it bounces around. Oh, I was like, oh, yeah. I've seen worse, right? Like, I've seen worse for sure. But
I have an excuse for this one because I can't even say the directivity is good on that one. That's not even that.
Yeah, that one's not.
That's kind of weird. I think it's just they kind of look kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, and they're reasonably cheap. They're a budget-oriented speaker, so
they're French.
Are they?
They're from France.
So it's Focal.
Yeah, so you're practically getting Focal right there.
That's exactly.
Okay, I was gonna say, maybe it has good directivity, but that didn't look that. That didn't look that good either. So I don't know. Maybe you know what? Maybe it had decent bass extension.
Maybe,
because a lot of times you just say, "Oh, it's cheap, has bass, I'm happy."
Right. Yes. A lot of times people just the bass is all you really need, and they're happy with everything else, or that booms.
Yes, that's frequency response 46 hertz. On your thing, let's see. Oh, it's bumped up in the bass.
Oh,
that's what it is. Figured it out. See, we can figure everything out. You see how measurements? See what you can do.
Yeah.
On axis,
don't be scared.
Not great. You know, directivity, not horrible.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
Not great, right? But we got that bass boost. Got a little bit of bass boost right here, right?
Yeah. I also see a little bit of a mid-range boost and the treble boost as well.
Yeah. So estimate is not great either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to sound hot.
Did you used to do that one where you kind of, oh yeah, you did here. So
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you know, it's kind of, it's within a good tolerance range, but it's just bouncing around through there. And I think that's what really messed it up for me.
See, what I think it is for this speaker, that it's not horrible here, but F10 42 hertz is pretty good for a little bookshelf speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, it's not terrible.
What's the sensitivity? Is that 87?
87?
Yeah. So I mean, that's a good middle ground for extension and sensitivity.
So I think that's why it's important, right? When you have these measurements, you can say, hey, I think what's actually happening is you get a inexpensive speaker, you get some pretty decent bass response. It's not very accurate. Directivity is not great. Not horrible in either case either, though. Right. Like none of these things are horrible.
Yeah.
They're just not great.
It's mid, as the kids say.
It's mid. Anyway.
Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.